Welcome to another episode of the Hayes Hustle Podcast. It's me, your host, the trap trainer, Coach Hayes himself. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. We back in the old memory lane. I got the old brush going today. Trying to brush those babies back in there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Trying to get them waves back popping. I heard they got some easy way to get them now. I gotta get back on it, get dedicated. Now I got the cut going. It's Thursday, man. It is Throwback Thursday. Therapy Thursday. Time to go back in memory lane today. Time to take it back. Get your popcorn ready. Your refreshments. Hopefully we can help you power through your magic hour. You know, sometimes you got a tough hour of work. Maybe you got to study. Y'all see these bougie boys. Shout out Monterio, bougie boy crew. We got some Portlands. Try to put our people on around here. We got some people making some fantastic clothes. They trying to get their shit popping, and I'm trying to get their shit popping too. So, Portland artists, reach out to me. If you make big merch, if you make fashion, let me know so I can represent you, put you on. We on we got viewers on 5 continents right now. And we're growing our brand. It'd be nice for you to grow with us. I can help you grow. Bougie boys, check them out. Monterio Spears is the owner. Big dog, like family to me. But he's so creative, such a creative brother. That's one of the things I want to use my spotlight, as I want to build this spotlight so I can shine it on people who need it, on young brothers and young entrepreneurs trying to come up. I ain't get paid to say nothing about this, boo. I own it. I actually own a shirt from this cat, and I consciously want to promote Oregon and our talented, creative fashion people. Making a lot of big merch coming from our town, brothers, our young entrepreneurs trying to make it, trying to get their stuff on, trying to get their stuff seen. I got you. I'm the hook. I'm the plug, baby. So if you're out there, you're trying to get your shirts on, get your hoodies on, your hats on, think about me wearing that right now. And everybody downloading this from America and Canada and Australia and New Zealand and France. We got viewership in all those places. So if you want your stuff seen in all those places, contact me and let's talk. Let's talk. Bougie boys. Bougie boys. He got a hot little line. Got a hot little line. Been around for a couple of years now. My man Monterio Spears. Check him out on Instagram at Bougie Boys. Yes. So yeah, it's Thursday. I'm still kind of getting over having my family here from St. Louis and the emotions of having this wedding, my niece's wedding, right, on her dad's birthday, who was tragically murdered years ago. He was a 6 Deuce Crip. He was tragically murdered in Oregon, and it was so hard for me to recover from that day, from losing him, from being, I was born with him in St. Louis, and had all of our adventures. I mean, all of my best adventures in my life were with my cousin Tyrone, my cousin Mark. He was just absolutely the best. He's the toughest dude I knew. He was the fastest dude I knew. He was, just unbelievable. He was just cut from a different cloth. Cut from a different cloth, man. What a fantastic, to be able to kick it with his dad at the wedding was unbelievable. To be able to kick it with his dad. I felt like he was in the building. His daughter was there. His mama was there. He was the only thing missing. He was literally the only thing missing. So I know he was there. He wasn't missing. He was there. I felt his presence. I felt his spirit. So today we're going to talk a little bit, I want to talk a bit. I guess it's a little complicated. Not really complicated, but we're gonna talk about a couple instances. Some throwback stories, a couple stories a day. That these type of experiences can catapult you either way. They can make you learn from like touching a hot stove and going, "Oh shit, that burnt. I won't do that again." Or the scary part is sometimes you can touch danger, touch fire, and like it. And some people turn into that. So, you know, I'm gonna chronicle a couple experiences I had as a kid that me and even my cousin, he's involved in. He's involved in one of them also. And these kind of things can, without the proper guidance, without the proper parenting, even with the proper parenting, can sing you one way or another. Okay, I mean, can sing you, either way. And so I'm gonna chronicle a couple things that happened in my past because I've been kind of looking back on the fact that my cousin is gone, and it kills me that my cousin ain't here with me. And so I'm candid about it. So I look back and I say, what could have saved him? What was the difference? Why am I still here? Why is he still here? I go through a lot of that. It's that survivor's guilt, right? When it could have been me or him died, and it was me. So I've been thinking a lot about that lately, and thinking about, like what if you had two people living these parallel lives, and they both experience, poverty. They both experience having a single parent. They both experience, just the harsh realities that come with that. One turns to a life of crime, but the other one turns to, you got what I'm saying? Like, what? It goes the other way. I had a life of crime too at some point, but it goes the other way. What makes those two people different? And so, but the experiences are the same. So I want to go over a couple of experiences that can really throw you either way. My first experience, I want to just talk about my first 2-3 experiences with the law, with the law. That really, when I think about this, if this was any other kid, like this is my kid having these kind of encounters with the police at this early age, for one, I would be considered a horrible father. I don't even know what was going on. As I talk about these stories, it's almost embarrassing to talk about, but I'm going to talk about them because it's just amazing that I was allowed to get in that type of trouble. That there was no parental guidance, and it's amazing that I'm not a career criminal. I mean, when you really think about it, okay. So anyway, before I get started, let me thank our sponsors of the day, please. We have Bridge City Fam. We love you. Bridge City Fathers and Mentors program, nonprofit program dedicated to supporting at-risk youth. This story is about at-risk youth. It's about me. It's about me and a band of at-risk youth. Everything I talk about is, especially in the past, about at-risk youth. And I don't know how we make it through this shit without people that are willing to put it on the line. And that's what Bridge City Fam is all about, man. Check us out at www.bridgecityfam.com. Fam is in family. Fam is in fathers and mentors. Check us out. But it's about creating a spotlight to create a bridge. We need a bridge to bridge the gap for funds, to bridge the gap for resources to kids that need these resources, to the families, to single parents that need guidance, that need help, that need father figures. So we're just trying to put it all together. And check us out at www.bridgecityfam.com. Also brought to you by Temptation Freshies. Temptation Freshies, baby, personalizing your riding experience. Check them out today at Temptation Freshies on Instagram. Temptation Air Freshener, proud sponsor of the Hey Hustle podcast. You can imagine We got some different lines coming out soon. I got an inspirational line coming out with our air freshener, so it'll say some different stuff. We got our little hip hop version, so we have some little hip hop sayings and some culture shit. It's gonna be pretty hot. We were busting out with some of our own new categories of fresheners that we'll have in house already. Plus, be able to work with other companies and stuff like that to put you on. We'll have our own line of Haze Hustles with our logo and some quotes of mine, things like that, some inspirational, motivational stuff. It's time to really put it together. So big shout out to Temptation Air Freshener, our other sponsor for today. So let's get rolling. So we're talking about Throwback Thursday, talking about therapy. This is about therapy. This is about going back in my past and thinking of why is stuff happening in the present, and it's usually a link to the past. So this week was my cousin's birthday. They got murdered. He's a gang member. He got murdered back when I was 20 years old, and his daughter, who was a baby at the time, was in the house when he got murdered. She just got married this weekend. Just got married on Tuesday. Tuesday was his birthday. She got married on Tuesday. His dad came to town. His mom came to town. They all came from St. Louis. My uncles and aunties came from St. Louis. And so it was like a reunion, but without him. And so it's been putting heavy on my mind, kind of our childhood. How could it have been different? What triggered this? What led us to this? What led him down that road? So I just got a couple of examples that I want to let you know that I've been through that really could have took me either way. It could introduce you to a life of crime. You can start rolling, or it can sober you up and you go, oh shit, what am I doing? What's going on? So I remember our first encounter with the law, and again, all this is embarrassing. This is absolutely horrible. But I remember a group of us, unsupervised, we would say we were at the park, and the park in St. Louis. We lived in the hood. It ain't no messing around. I lived on a street called Warney at the time, at my grandmother's house. Me and my cousin who got murdered, right? My cousin Mark, and my cousin Wayne. I think my cousin Wayne was with us too. And then there was a bunch of kids from the neighborhood. We all would go around the corner to the park. The park was literally right around the corner from our house, directly around the corner. So we would go around to the park every day. That was just our life. Every day, going to the park. There was a lakes at the park. You can fish at the park, like literally fish at the park, bring it in, take it home and cook it. The parks in St. Louis are amazing. So we would go to the park every day. And not too far from the park was a freeway overpass. And so a couple older boys in our group, some no good son bitches, really. None of them had fathers. I was the only one that had a dad in the whole neighborhood. Like, honestly, I was the only one that had a dad that was about shit, that was actually there on the scene, that type of thing. My dad was the only one. So, yeah, I don't know why that I felt the need to interject. I just want to let you understand what kind of scene I'm running with. A bunch of boys that have no guidance, no male role models, they are just out doing what the fuck they want to do, and nobody really tells them shit. Moms are working their ass off or not working and doing whatever, but they're not having good parental guidance and direction. And then they're guiding me. Now they're out guiding a group of the young kids. So after we get done with the park, we stroll over to the freeway overpass. Why would we stroll over to the freeway overpass? Not a good idea. So I think it started off, you're trying to spit down off the overpass, trying to hit a car. That's how I started. It was a game. Now, again, this is horrible. We're spitting down, trying to get loogies on the car. It quickly escalated from that to dropping rocks off of can you imagine this? People are driving. They're driving. I'm a grown up now. Oh my God. I must have been kindergarten. I mean, not even. I don't know. This is my first encounter with the police. Okay, I'm telling you, I had to be not even. I wasn't even 8 years old. I wasn't. I mean, how sad is this? This is how sad this is. So we're dropping rocks down off of the overpass. The rock hits there's people driving by and seeing these fucking 10 black kids dropping rocks down. Like somebody not gonna call the police, but they didn't have cell phones back then. It wasn't like they can just call on a cell phone. So we're dropping rocks. You got to get off the freeway and come. Well, somebody got off the motherfucking freeway and came to come kick our ass. And at the same time, they called the police. So somebody came over there and said something. We start running. Well, next thing you know, we heard the sirens. And now the police is after us. We are running everywhere. We're trying to get away. We're trying not to go back home. It's 10 of us, and it just looks like bad. Because you got 10. Maybe the oldest dude is like 12. The leader of the gang is like 12. But the rest of us are a bunch of 7 and 8-year-olds following this fool. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this these days? I mean, maybe this is still happening in the hood. So maybe you're like, yeah, nigga, that happen all the time. Where I live at now, that shit is not happening. That shit is not happening. So I remember we were going. Next thing you know, we were lost because we had never ran that far. We had ran like far away from our houses. We were 12 years old. We had no idea. So we stopped and went to like a fire station. There's a fire station. We went to go call somebody's house. Somebody come pick us up. When we went there, they must have heard on the scanner too that there was some kids, or they knew the police. I don't know what happened, but then they kind of outed us like, hey, are you guys the kids that was messing, throwing rocks off? So we just took off running again. Next thing you know, we kind of found our way back to where the park was. We're like, oh yeah, that's the way. So all of us are running to the park. We just don't want to get caught by these police. We are going. Next thing you know, here come the police. Here come the police. I'm 7 years old. 7 years old, okay? I just want to give you a couple of things that can turn you into a life of crime. The police stops us. Hey, you, come here. We're bawling. We're crying our heads off. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, officer, I didn't do anything. He was like, I know y'all was over there dropping those rocks. Not me. Not me. Everybody, you from the hood, you deny everything. No, we didn't. No, it wasn't us. But he knew it was us, but he didn't know it was us because we said it wasn't us, and he didn't see us. And it was a whole lot of kids that had got away and running and shit. So we was like, that was them. That big boy, 12-year-olds. We didn't do shit. We just 7 years old, 8 years old. So if you can imagine at 7 years old, they put me, my cousin Cowboy, my cousin Mark, they put him in the car, and I believe my cousin Wayne too. And some more of us, but they put us in the car. All three of us. This is the cousins. We're in the car. And so we think we're going to jail. They're like driving us around and like, were you guys doing this? Now they could have did anything to us, honestly. They had us. They had us in the car. Our parents have no idea. 7 to 8 years old, we're in a police car. They have no idea. Can you imagine this? This is me telling this story. I want to kick my own ass. I just can't even believe I was doing this. I want to kick my dad's ass for allowing me to do this. But my mom wasn't around. It was my dad. My dad was out hustling, trying to make it happen. And he would leave me at my grandmother's house while he go do whatever the fuck he was doing. And this is the kind of mischief that we would get into. This is the kind of mischief that we would fucking get into. This is not good. Just me talking about it is not good. So the police catches us. We had to start running when we seen them, but the police pull up on us, catch us. Hold, like, pulling guns out and shit. So we stopped. They was actually pretty cool. They put us in the car. They drove us around, like gave us the big scare shit. And then said, listen, we're going to open up this door. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to run. If I turn around after 10 seconds and you're still there, I'm putting you in jail. If I can see you anywhere on this block, in 10 seconds, we putting you in jail. So the police turned his back and let me go. Boom, I'm gone. 10, 9, 8. I'm trying to hit to the end of the block. I cut through somebody's yard. Boom, he can't see me. Go, I'm gone to my house. We did not tell our parents shit. We did not tell anybody anything. All of the kids in the neighborhood knew, but our parents did not know. So he did the same thing to my other cousins. Boom, boom, boom. So we get home, we like, bro, that was the scariest shit in the world, right? So this is 7, 8 years old. It's our first encounter. I just want to go over these with you. So this is me and my 2 cousins, me, Wayne, Mark. This is the trouble we get into, 7, 8 years old. Fast forward. Okay, fast forward. I moved to Indiana. This is where it could have really went bad. Now, my dad sent me to Indiana to live with his girlfriend and their kids. Shannon, Marvin, Bobby, Chandre. This was a bad deal. Okay, Brian. I didn't forget you, Bry Peak. I ain't forget about you. This is when shit could have got bad. Okay. I goes to Indiana. No dad. They don't have a dad. My dad is in St. Louis. They was raised without dad, so here we go. I had never seen this shit before. So we get to Indiana. We are hanging out one night. The older boys once again say, "Hey, you want to come with us, man? We finna go get into some." You're a boy. I was in the 4th grade. Man, get into some trouble. What y'all finna do? Where y'all going? Oh no, you too young, man. You can't go with us, man. You can't go with us. I know you want to go, but you can't go. I'm like, please, man, please take me. I'll do whatever. Whatever. What we doing? What kind of trouble we getting into? Bro, we goes over to an alley. There's an alley, and there's cars just driving. Cars driving back and forth. We in an alley, you can't really see nothing. You just driving by. Once again, I don't know why boys in the hood are attracted to throwing fucking rocks. Now we're throwing rocks again. And these are older boys. I'm in the 4th grade. They're in like the 8th grade, right? They're in the 8th grade, 7th grade. Some are even freshmen. They're throwing big ass rocks. And you can hear it. Boom, boom, boom. Hitting cars, hitting doors, hitting windows. Like it was real shit, right? I'm like, oh shit. And so first you heard a car got hit, came back, looked for us. They couldn't find us. That wasn't happening. We had booked. We had little hiding spots and shit. I was brand new, so I didn't have no hiding spots. I didn't have shit. This was the issue. This was the problem. So that happened one night. We goes back. So the next couple of days we go back again. Let's do that shit again. So okay, as a little badass boy from the hood, I done threw rocks before. I done hit cars before. I did it. Nobody caught us. It got kind of exciting. We kind of nobody got in trouble. Nobody got hurt. So I thought it was no harm, no foul. We go back a couple nights later. We in the alley again. Throw the rock. Duck down. Wait to see if you hear anything. Heard it again. Boom. And it sounded like a window. Big window. Nobody stopped though. You think that would be good. Everybody stopped. Next thing you know, the blue lights. Woo, 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 woo. Everybody starts running. They know where to run. There was like a little valley by the little projects that we lived in. So people knew how to go through the valley and where they went to. Well, I was brand new to Indiana. I had no idea about where these valleys go to. It was just pitch fucking black and I wasn't running into the valley. So as we hear, hey, put your hands up. Like literally here they come. Like a whole, they must have knew from the previous time we were there, where we was at, what was going on. Somebody must have said something. We go back out there. I mean, they put your hands up. So we're all running. Everybody scattered a million different ways. My dumb ass gets down into it like a bush thinking that, he wasn't going to see me. Big gun on me. Boom. Big gun is on me. Now, it ain't one of those drop you off, let you run 10 seconds. No. You're going to jail. 4th grade. The first one, I was 7 years old. Now, I'm in the 4th grade. Fast forward. I'm in the 4th grade. This is how kids, you are criminal before you're in the fucking 5th grade. Before you in the 5th grade, you're already a fucking criminal, bro. So they caught me and they caught 2 other cats. They take us all down there. Here's the whole rap. I don't know my address. I don't know nothing about this place. I had just got there like a week ago. So they like, where's your address? Where do you live? I'm like, bro, I have no idea. I live with these people. They think I'm trying to like not snitch. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't know my address. I don't know where it is. I live in the projects over here by South Bend. It's kind of by, I don't know. I just got here. So literally they don't know where to take me. They have no fucking idea what to do with me. The only thing I know is one of the other dudes know where I live because he's from Indiana. So I'm like, bro, can you tell them where I live? He like, no. We're not snitching. I ain't telling nobody nothing. I'm like, bro, how the fuck am I gonna leave? He had his dad on the way to come get him. He had to call his dad. His dad came to get him. Luckily enough, they allowed that dude's dad to take me out of there too, because he was like, yeah, he just got here. He validated my story once he got there. Like, yeah, he stayed with some kids here and his, whatever. He stays over there. I'll take him back. So he ended up taking me back home. Yes, so he ended up taking me back home. His name was Boo. The dude, the kid name was Boo. So Boo's dad ended up taking me back home. So I done got arrested. I done stayed a night. Like, can you imagine this? That this happened. I'm there, and they bring me home. They bring me home the next day, bro. And nobody said like, where you was at? What's going on? Like, it was their mom there. And it was 4 kids. All the kids knew exactly where the fuck I was. And when I got there, like I'm in a state of shock, bro. I done been in jail for a whole night. Not only that, I didn't know the telephone number to the house. So they was trying to call somebody to come pick me up. They had no telephone number. They wanted to drop me off. The police wanted to drop me off. There was no place to drop me off. I had no address, no telephone number. What dumb ass kid. No cell phones, no nothing. If you didn't know the house number, you were screwed. Like, think about that. There was no cell. Nobody was calling me on my cell to see was I okay. I didn't have a fucking cell. This was a bad time. So I stayed 9 jail. 4th grade. Then got dropped off the next day at the house. Okay. I got one more story for you. So again, I'm just trying to chronicle, like, this is happening in the 7 years old, 4th grade. These are the kind of things that can turn you into a criminal. On top of your father being a criminal and doing illegal shit right in front of your face. Where you live in a neighborhood where you see all the time. But this is also the shit you're allowed to do because you have one parent. That one parent is so busy trying to fucking take care of you, whether they're working 2-3 jobs or selling dope or whatever they're doing. They ain't watching you. You got what I'm saying? So that's the big deal. I mean, so when I look at my Cuddy and I look at how he didn't make it, now he not here today. Like it's a wonder any of us made it through that shit. Honestly, it's a wonder any of us made it through that shit. I got one more. One more story. I just want to just throw it out there. This is how it is living in the projects. This is how it is living in the hood, where you have to encounter stuff all the time. It just happens all the time. I remember one time I'm out there in South Bend. We go out to the county. The county, so the projects is in the city. The county's where the nice-ass neighborhood is. Nice-ass houses, nice-ass cars. That's why I live where I live now, because it looked like the county. It's where I've always wanted to live. It's just beautiful there. It seemed like it was like people was eating donuts and drinking milk everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we drive out there on a bike. We drive out there on bikes. Everybody got a bike, but I'm from St. Louis. I don't have a bike. So you know how we used to do it. We put one on the handlebars, and you ride up on the handlebars, and the other person's right on the actual bike. So everybody got a bike. It's about eight or nine of us. We all riding out here. We all riding out here. It's great. We having a great time. We having a great time. It's good. And next thing I know, we was going out to go swimming. There was a swimming pool out there, a nice swimming pool out in the county. So we went all the way out there. It's about a half hour. We go out there. We go get in the pool. You didn't have to pay to get in the pool because it was a neighborhood pool, but we wasn't from that neighborhood, but they didn't really check. So if you can make it out there, you can get in the pool. So we went all the way out there, half hour out, got in the pool, we swimming. It was fun. The white kids were there. They didn't mind us. We were just doing our thing. And then, like, it's probably an hour left in the swim. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest, and they're all brothers and sisters. You know, it's three brothers. Three brothers, and then there's a rest of some more boys. It's all boys. We're all boys, about 10 of us. Everybody got a bike except me. So on the way out, the dude the family I'm staying with, the oldest brother, right? The brother that was with us, his name was Brian. Brian and Shannon. I had the two younger brothers with me, but the older one of the two said, "Okay, hey man, time for you to get your stripes." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" He like, "You can't ride on the handlebars on the way home, man. We not. I don't want to put you on the handlebars no more. I don't want to ride like that. You need to get your own bike." I'm like, I said, "Well, my dad ain't here, man, so I can't get my bikes in St. Louis. He gonna, I ain't got no bike." He like, "No, you gonna get a bike today. You finna get one of those bikes." I'm like, "What you talking about?" Everybody in the pool, so all their bikes are outside the fence. He like, "Yeah, man, we not taking you home. So either your ass is gonna get lost. We gonna leave here in 5 minutes. If your ass don't have one of those bikes over there and get in line and get ready to go, you gonna be stuck out here. Fuck you." What? Fourth grade. So they gonna leave me out there. He don't give a fuck about me. He like, "Listen, we gonna leave, bro. I'm not putting him on my bike. Fuck him." And everybody else like, "Yeah, then we not putting you on our bike." What? This was the plan. They kind of tell me this. This is how they breaking you in. This is it. Like, so literally, I had to snatch a fool's bike. I didn't have to, but I snatched the fool's bike. And we took off. He was in the pool. He was in the pool doing his thing. He had no idea. I had this nice ass chrome with the blue pads on there. I was gold. Dude, you talking about loving. I was loving that. So anyway, that was the first bike I ever stole. Like, is that horrible? That is fucking horrible. I didn't really. So here's the whole thing. And then what really go to me when we got back, I found out that they were stripping bikes and like selling shit. So that bike went to the gang. That didn't go to me. I was just a pawn in the whole scheme of getting a bike there and getting it back. So that's how they would go get bikes. They would go take half of them on the handlebars. Even if they had bikes at home, they would take a half of them on the handlebars. They would jump off those handlebars, go to the swimming hole where everybody is swimming or everybody is chilling. They take half of those bikes, go and strip them down, resell them. They had some shit popping, bro. So anyway, my point being, these are 3 encounters I had before I'm in the 5th grade. That breaking law, getting caught by the law, going to jail. This could easily spiral out of control. I mean, my cousin, he had a lot more of these experiences because he didn't have a father around. I had a father, but no mother. So there still was a gap. And if there's gaps, you can fall through the cracks. If you're a parent out there, man, try to make sure you eliminate some of these gaps. The adversity probably was great for me, but there's other ways to provide adversity and not put the kid's life in grave danger or expose him to becoming a fucking serial murderer or a serial criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin ended up, loving that side of the law, the wrong side of the law, because we had so many encounters. They thought like, man, that's what I am, a criminal, man. At some point, you think that's what you are. You get caught by the police enough, So I just want to talk to the parents out there. It's kind of my throwback Thursday moment, therapy moment, where I'm just going back and I want to expose those 3 moments in my life that could have changed my life for the worst. But I had a father that was able to come and kind of let me understand. Listen, this is what could have happened. This could have happened to you. I have raised you better than that. I have pride in the way. You don't steal shit. You don't do this. And it made me embarrassed. It made me, I wanted to make my father proud. They didn't have anybody to make, but they were just trying to survive. It was about survival. So there was nobody there to discipline them. There was nobody there to say that is wrong. They were just surviving. They were trying to feed their mothers and each other. I understand that. I understand that as a grown ass man now. So I just want to throw that out there on this Throwback Thursday. Hopefully that colors a little bit more of my life before I'm even in the 5th grade, right? Like there's a lot more that was there, but there's experiences like that where And I got a lot more. I got a lot more. I can't wait to chronicle a lot more that happened in St. Louis that's just insane. Just absolutely insane. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I love that it is a different world now, and we're a lot tighter on our kids. And you don't see that type of freedom for kids. And if you do have freedom like that, understand those are gaps. When you're allowing your kids to just do provide adversity, but provide some kind of structure. These days, the kid could be gone in a heartbeat. So I just thinking about my cousin, thinking about at-risk youth, thinking about why I do what I do, why there's a Bridge City fam, why there's a Hayes hustle, why do I care about at-risk youth? Because I was an at-risk youth. Because my cousin who got murdered was an at-risk youth that lost his life. That my auntie was a single mother that needed father figures and mentors and people that was going to help change his life, people of impact. I needed that. I had that through my father. A lot of the parents, a lot of the kids in my neighborhood, they didn't have that because they only had a mother, and she was just trying to survive. The daddy's that secret key, man, secret ingredient. The father's is the secret ingredient. I said it. That's right. That's the secret ingredient to success. You need to have that father at home when you're growing up. It's huge. It's huge. I mean, hey, God bless the people that making shit happen when they break up and all that. But you got a dad in your home. You got a magic weapon, secret weapon. Cherish it. Learn from it. Straight up, real talk on Thursday. Throwback Thursday, just giving you a little color from me to you. My story rings true, man. Just wanna let you understand it. Okay. Hold on tight to your babies. Hopefully they don't be telling stories like this when they're older. But hey, just thinking about my cousin this week, thinking about life. I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed to be here. I used to be sad that, the whole survivor's guilt and all that kind of stuff, that maybe it should have been me. It shouldn't have been me. I should be here. And I love being here. And I love being here with you. Thank you for joining me today on the Hayes Hustle podcast. Thank you for being a part of my therapy. Let me go back in time and understand and make things right and calm those voices down in my head. This avenue allows me to do that. I encourage you, if you have a podcast, if you have a diary or a journal, write it down, get it out. Okay, that's what it's all about. I'm Coach Hayes. I love you. Have a fantastic day. Join me tomorrow for Fatherhood Friday. We'll be finishing off the week. Finish Line Friday. Let's get going. Free Game Friday. We coming at you.